Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Saintuality. My name is Yaya, and I'm going to be reading for you today. So, in this juicy pick a card reading, I'm going to be answering the question of how your boss and your coworkers view you at this time, okay? Now, I did do a reading on this previously, so if you want extra messages, I will link the other video that I did just in case you missed that. And if you are thinking about switching jobs with the new year coming up, and again, this is a timeless reading, but for those of you watching it at the time that I'm uploading it, we'll soon be going into 2024. So if you've been getting an inkling or just a little nudge in your gut that you want to change jobs, I am going to also let you know how potential employers are going to view you, okay? Or just how they view you in general. So take that with a grain of salt. If you feel like there are some things you need to change once you hear that, to give you a better, outcome of getting the job that you want, then so be it. But I just thought it would be a nice little token to throw that in there as well. Okay. And then towards the end of each of the piles, I'll also be sharing some spiritual messages with you about your current job. So if there's anything urgent that Spirit wants you to know or anything that Spirit wants to confirm that your intuition is already telling you, I will tap into that for you. And then we'll end it off with advice from Spirit about your career overall. Okay, so this is going to be a juicy deep dive as always. Now, if you would like to book a life, love, and career reading with me, we now have that available on the site. So that's where you're basically getting 3 readings in one. And I'm telling you all about your life on the hidden side, things that you may not be aware of, answering any questions that you have about it, as well as what's going on in your love life and your career. So if you want to book that bundle, it will be linked directly in the description. But lastly, for those of you that have not subscribed and you just feel a little teeny beady inkling that you are going to like the vibe here, hit that subscribe button. That way you can be notified when I drop new readings, and like the video if you enjoy it. That way it can be passed around to other people, okay? So without further ado, we've got pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Take a deep breath for me. Decide which pile is for you. As always, if you want to watch multiple piles, you can. And I will also link the other reading that I did on this. I think it was over a year ago. So if you missed that, you can get some extra messages from that reading as well. Okay? So let's get into it. Pile number 1. Ooh. Okay, about number 2. Excuse me. So, I cleared the energy for the collective, Spirit. I cleared the energy for the collective that chose pile number 1. So before we get into how your coworkers and boss views you, let's see, what type of vibe do you give off in the workplace, just in general? What type of vibe does my pile number 1 give off in their workplace in general, Spirit? So we've got new moon in Aquarius. It says, bring love into the situation. So the vibe that you give off is one that is like, you're very inclusive. You're someone who is approachable in some way, but you don't seem like somebody that can just be walked all over or talked to any kind of way. It's like you've got healthy boundaries. I'm getting that very, very strongly. People really do like you, from and we'll see as it goes on in the reading, but from coworkers to your superiors, to people who may be under you if you have some sort of a position of authority or leadership. Like you're very well liked overall. You have a really good personality. The vibe that you give off is somebody who is very sure of themselves, but in a way that doesn't come off negatively. Like, people don't think you're cocky or arrogant. They think that, you come off as, you give off a vibe of someone who knows what they're doing, who knows what they're talking about, who speaks with confidence, who is not like a classist, if that makes sense, in the workplace. Because you know how in workplaces, no matter what type of industry you are, just like in high school, you can have like that cliquish type of culture. You seem like someone who weaves into all different types of cliques, so to speak, in your workplace. You seem like someone who, you know, takes their job very seriously, but you get it done and you do it so effortlessly. And you seem like someone who, like, even people that don't like you, or, you know, may not be too fond of you because they don't know you like that, or because they judge you, whatever, what have you, the vibe that you give off is like you're likable regardless of if people want to try to like you or not. Like you have a very likable personality. Again, just based on a surface level type of assumption from the people that walk past you in your workplace, or that are in the teams meeting with you if you work from home or something like that. You just seem like somebody who is not for the drama. You know, you give off a positive vibes only type of thing, but you know, you're not afraid to check a bee. Okay. And you can do it professionally. Like, you, again, you're very good with your words. You're very eloquent. And it's something about like the way that you speak. People really like your voice. People like the way that you communicate. People view you, this vibe that you give off as someone who's very professional, someone who's very confident, someone who is, you know, comfortable in their own skin, who doesn't really, you're a bit of a rebel, because we do have Aquarius energy here. So hey to all of my Aquariuses that chose this pile, if you happen to be an Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. But even if you're not, you have a rebellious nature, a fearless type of nature and vibe that you give off. Like, you know how sometimes people can feel like they've got to toe the line at work, you know, because don't want to be on the boss's bad side, or they don't want to, they want to fly under the radar. They want to be a wallflower. But you're a wildflower. You are someone who are who you are on and off of the clock. You know how to be more professional when you are on the clock though, but you don't code switch. You don't change who you are just because you're at the workplace. You're not fake. You're not fickle. You're not, again, someone that people, you give off a vibe of being someone that people, they can sense your boundaries, and they can sense that they're firm, but they can also sense that you're a pretty decent person. You're a pretty dope person too. And people at your job really like talking to you. And again, you have a very easygoing, likable, but sometimes polarizing personality as well. But you're very, very good at your job. Okay, so that's kind of like the overall vibe. And this is talking about like people that work at your job that may not interact with you. Like, that's the vibe that you give off. You know, that's the collective juju when your name comes up. That's what people kind of associate your name with. Okay, so let's dive a little bit deeper into this vibe of yours. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about pile number one's vibe that they give off in the workplace. Ooh, we've got smell the roses. Yeah, you give off a vibe of someone who, you know, likes to look at life on the brighter side, who lives in the present, you know, who is not just going to be a slave for money, or a slave for the boss, or slave for the job. Like, you seem like somebody who's not afraid to use their PTO. And even if you don't, even if you are the type to kind of just like hold on to your PTO, if this applies to you, you know, you are someone who actually has, I don't know, for some of you in this pile, you give off a vibe of like being mysterious when it comes to your personal life. Like, you don't let a lot of people know your business and what you got going on off of the clock. Like, you'll talk about, you know, you'll shoot the ish with anybody at the water cooler about anything at the workplace, you know, but you are very particular about who you share things with and what you share with those people. You know, you have this strong vibe of knowing that your coworkers are not your friends, and your coworkers, your boss, your colleagues, everybody that kind of interacts with you, that bumps shoulders with you, they can pick up on that you are nice, but that you aren't foolish, like that you aren't boo-boo the fool, and you know not to just like reveal everything to people that you work with. Because I have this, like, I don't want to call it a famous saying, because Lord knows I'm not famous, but I'm gonna just call it that. I always say work is war. And once you learn that, you learn how to move through the difficulties that can occur in the workplace, you know, haters, bosses that don't want to see you win. It really, work really is war. And you seem like somebody that navigates the negative terrain a little bit better than your colleagues, a little bit better than the people around you. And again, the vibe that you give off is like this effortless energy when it comes to how you communicate, when it comes to how you project your personality. It's like you know how to handle the ins and outs and the ups and downs of your workplace a lot better than people feel like they can. Whether you're a tenured staff at your workplace, or whether you just started there 2 weeks ago, you still give off this vibe of, you're not afraid. You're not walking around on eggshells. You're stopping to smell the roses. You have some sense of joy. Like you don't, even if there is a boss or a superior or a coworker that doesn't like you, let's say, like, you don't let that ruin your day. You're the type that will still speak to that person and go on about your day like Mary had a little lamb. Like, you will be just fine. You don't care who likes you. You don't care what people think about you. And this is the vibe that you give off as somebody who is very optimistic, who again is very comfortable in your skin, and who has this quiet confidence when it comes to your abilities to get your job done and to do it in a way that projects this energy of you not caring how people feel about you. Like, you project this energy of, this is me, take it or leave it. I'm not gonna be rude. I'm not gonna be petty. It's like you rise above like the hate and the negativity and the drama. That's the vibe that you give off. And you like to keep it PG. You like to keep it positive. You like to keep it copacetic, because there is another side of y'all that I'm picking up on that will, like, I'm telling you, will check a bee. And even if you are the most timid, shy, coy, sensitive, soft person, people feel like you low-key give a vibe off of being nice, but they feel like if they were to cross you, that you would come and get them. Like, you wouldn't just let somebody walk all over you or talk to you any kind of way. So for a lot of you in this pile, before we move on, I'm getting a very strong energy that the collective juju in your workplace is people feel like they kind of have to walk on eggshells around you, because they have this inkling that you will tell them off. A lot of you guys are really good with your words. Really good with your words, and it's like it's giving very much so Queen of Swords type of energy. Whether you are an air sign or not, that's the vibe that you give off. You give off an intellectual, humorous, lighthearted type of energy, but you when it comes down to business, like, you know how to get it done. You know how to get stuff done without having your feelings all over the place. And you're very much so in control of your emotions. And it's very admirable, actually. Okay? So let's dive deeper. How do your coworkers view you, pile number one? Let's see. How do my pile number one's coworkers view them? Ooh, we've got the 10 of Wands. So just straight off the bat, they do view you as a hard worker. Somebody who may be the breadwinner in your family. For a lot of you, you may be single moms, single dads in this group. You are someone who doesn't complain a lot as well. I'm hearing something. Let me listen. Yeah, your coworkers view you as someone who is very take charge, and I keep getting this complaining type of energy, like that you don't like complaining, and that you don't like negativity, and that you don't like drama. Like, it's just given very much so Tamar Braxton. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Braxton family values, but she was notorious for, like, if things would get hectic, she'll pick up her Gucci bag and exit the premises, honey. She don't have time for it. And that's what your coworkers view you as, like somebody who really does not have time for the drama. You are there to make your money, to get your coin, and go back to the crib, okay? You do not have time for the drama. I'm getting that very strongly. And you are someone who, like, even if you're frustrated, even if you do feel like something is unfair. Like you are just someone who can see the bigger picture, and who is you have a lot of leadership qualities as well. So for some of you, you may be in leadership positions or positions of authority, or if you aren't already, your coworkers do see that you have the potential to, you know, rise up in the ranks, and that's why some of them may hate on you. That's why some of them may, you know, try to throw negativity and drama your way. You know, it's like, yeah, let me listen. There's something else. It's giving very much so breadwinner. Whether you are a single mom or, you know, a single parent or not, it's like you, I'm hearing that song, let's get to the money, let's get to the money, let's get to the money, let's get to the money. It's just like you are like a machine. Oh yes, your coworkers view you as somebody who is very productive, very efficient, and again, very good at your job. You can get a lot done in a short amount of time. Yeah, your coworkers also view you as somebody who, you know, you make things look effortless. Like, and again, when you're focused, like you don't really talk a lot. I get that kind of overall. Like your coworkers view you as somebody who work comes first. Like you're not really into like small talk and chitter chatter and stuff like that. And it's not because you're just so much of a workaholic. It's just because like you would rather like keep your head down and your nose focused on what you need to be focused on to stay out of the drama, because you know how catty and chaotic and toxic things can be in the workplace. So you just kind of like focus on your work and you try to keep your distance from people. Yeah, your coworkers view you as somebody who's kind of distant, who doesn't really let people get close to you, because I'm thinking about like how she can't carry anything else because her hands are full. You know, they view you as somebody who is very busy a lot, or you know, who keeps yourself busy instead of like, you don't socialize a lot. Yeah. For some of you, you they view you as somebody who also like has other jobs, who has side hustles, who always is like they view you as kind of like a hustler, low key. A hustler. For some of you, like if you are able to dress freely in your workplace, like they view you as somebody who is very like, it's something about the way that you dress. Like you be putting that ish on, pal number one. And if y'all don't know what that means, like you dress real fly, you dress real nice. Like I don't know, I just feel like your coworkers really notice that. Like even if you don't make a lot of money, or like say if you make the same amount of money as your coworker, they view you as somebody who like, you still got energy once you get off to go do Uber or Lyft or go do another side hustle. Like that, you again, it's just giving very much so breadwinner, hustler, you know, energy on energy type of vibes, and just a zero tolerance for drama. And like that you don't like to socialize, that you like to keep it, you know, PG, that you like to keep it surface level. Like you don't like people all up in your business. Yeah, look at how she's carrying all of that by herself, that you keep your business to yourself, that you keep to yourself. But you know how to like, you know, connect with people, do the little small talk, but you don't really like it. They view you as somebody who doesn't really like small talk. We'll do a deep dive into this in particular on the channel, but I want to keep moving forward. So let's see. How does your boss view you, pile number one? How does pile number one's boss view them? Now that we know that their coworkers view them as a hustler, as somebody who has tons of energy, who may be a bit of a you know, this is someone who, if you're not a coffee addict, you're like a Mountain Dew addict, or, you know, a tea addict. Like you got your routine. Like when you come in the morning or whenever your shift starts, like you get down to business, you get the work done. But I am going to say before we move forward, your coworkers really do like working with you, but they just feel like you don't, that you just kind of like stay to yourself. And they will want to like socialize with you more, you know, but it's like, yeah, again, it's kind of like the energy I picked up on earlier about the cliques. Like you're not into cliques. Like you are your own competition. Yeah, like, and you are Stevie Wonder to the BS. You Stevie Wonder to the haters. You're Stevie Wonder to bosses who, you know, try to just like be petty and stuff like that. Like you are somebody who, you know, just knows how to put your emotions to the side and get your work done. And again, for some of y'all, like your coworkers really notice how you dress. Like how you are able to afford to wear certain type of things with the money. Like you guys make the same amount of money, or maybe you don't, but let's just say that you do. And it's like they come in with flip-flops and you come in with the new Nikes, and they're like, damn, how is she doing that? And it's just because like you know how to, for some of y'all came, you know, from nothing, from the struggle. So you know how to turn 15 cents into $1. And that's why you able to put that issue on. That's why you able to get through things without complaining. That's why you able to dodge the negativity effortlessly. But overall, I don't know why spirit pulled me back here, but your coworkers view you again as a hustler, as somebody who who doesn't sweat the small stuff. Okay. Now, ooh, thank you. So how your boss views you. Nice. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. So for a lot of you, your boss, okay, your boss thinks very highly of you. Your boss has fond thoughts of you. And for some of you, you're up for a promotion or for some sort of a raise. So keep up the good work. Yeah, your boss views you as somebody who has a lot of potential. So, you know, and that's beautifully connected here with this 10 of Wands. Your boss views your work ethic as something that is very admirable, as something that does stand out, even if you think that they don't notice, especially if you got a lady boss. It doesn't mean that this doesn't apply if you got a male boss, but I'm just picking up on the energy. If you have a female boss or a female team lead or somebody that has some sort of a say-so over like your you know, like your annual review. I don't know if your job does that, but let's just say that they do. It's like your boss views you as somebody who is worthy of some sort of a raise or some sort of a position that is like a higher rank than what you're doing. They see your potential. They see that you have a lot of potential. Let me listen, because there's something else here with this Wheel of Fortune. I mean, your boss, regardless of what you think, pile number one, regardless of how your boss may act, your boss notices how hard you work. They notice how you do stay out of drama. They notice that you, for some of you, your boss notices how well you deal with conflict, how well you like manage things. Yeah. So I'm gonna just say it right now, pile number one. If a lot of you, if you guys have been wondering or thinking about going into management, and again going into some sort of a leadership role, or you know, applying for a different role in your company, like your boss would speak highly of you. No matter what their archetype is, no matter what their personality is towards you or their energy is towards you, they are very fond of you, and they think that you are going places, whether it's at that company or just in general. They view you as somebody who, for some of you, they view you as kind of overqualified for your position. That, don't think of that as a negative thing. They think that you just are capable of doing more. Yeah, I'm hearing that term of you got to pay the cost to be the boss. So yeah, your boss views you as someone who's paid the cost, as somebody who has like a lot of experience, who is very experienced at what you do, who does it very effortlessly, and someone who, again, this Wheel of Fortune is echoing this smell the roses, bring love into this situation. They view you as somebody who's very upbeat, whether that's who you really are or not, honey. That's how your boss views you. They view you as somebody who has a very pleasant personality, who is a pleasure to work with. And again, if you were to go somewhere else and your new employer called this boss, they would say nothing but positive things about you. Your boss views you as somebody who's very reliable. Now, if you have a toxic relationship with your boss, you may want to watch another pile, because this is what I'm like strongly getting here. For those of you that this pile is really meant for, your boss views you as somebody who is deserving of more pay, is deserving of, you know, a promotion into a different department, or a different like pay scale, or a different title. Like they really see you as somebody who they can rely on, that they can depend on, that they like interacting with. Like, it's natural. It doesn't feel forced. You don't come off fake. You seem very, very genuine. And the Wheel of Fortune can talk about like doors opening and opportunities. So if any of you in your gut have been wondering, you know, if something new, if something good is going to happen at your current workplace, yes. And it is teetering more on the side of a raise, a bonus, or a promotion in the near future, within the next 10 months to be specific. But, you know, within less than a year, let's just say. But so keep up the good work, because it does look like whoever has the say so over you getting more money, or over you getting out of some sort of a stressful job duty type of thing, and into something more of along the lines of leadership, or just higher pay, or something that you would rather be doing, there's a possibility for that. So keep up the good work. And for some of you, you know, with this Wheel of Fortune, your boss views you as somebody who, you know, they kind of wonder, like, for some of you, your boss wants to talk to you about, like, okay, what are your plans? Because they want to help you get to where you want to go, or to reach your goals. Or if you don't even have that open type of communication with your boss, like, they really do peep game on you, and they see that, like, you could be doing more, and they kind of want to talk to you about, like, okay, so what are your plans, you know, for the future? You know, for some of you, your boss wonders if you plan to be there long term. That's for those of you who, you know, maybe recently started at this job, or have been there for, you know, less than 2 years, I would say. Just kind of like still, you know, building up your time and your rapport with the people at your job. But nonetheless, there's a strong energy of a lot of you guys as bosses wanting to know, like, what your future plans are, because they want to help you get there, because they respect your work ethic. They see, they admire that. They see that as an admirable quality, as like a rare quality as well. Like, somebody who, they view you as somebody who, you know, keeps your personal and your professional life very balanced and separate effortlessly. And again, your boss has a lot of respect for you and your ability to, like, get your work done, and not be like annoying in the meantime. Seriously. And I'm getting a real strong energy for y'all. Pile number one, your boss is like, your boss likes you because you are not fake. I think your boss views a lot of the other coworkers or other people under them as like they kiss butt, or they know how they really are. They look at their time, you know, and that they're always late and stuff like that. But then when they're around them, like, they try to act like the perfect employee. But you have this, like, keep it real type of energy that your boss really respects. And for a lot of you, your boss likes your sense of humor. They like just how genuine you are. They really respect that about you. Okay, let's move forward. So I could be energy for pile number 1. So how do potential employers, the people that interview or will interview my pile number 1, how do they view them? Ooh, we've got the Ace of Cups. You're very likable. You're very believable as well. So even if you go in there with a completely, Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with, wow, with the Knight of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. They see you as somebody who is more than qualified. Now, if you going in to be, you know, Judge Judy, Judge Judy, and you know you ain't never been in the legal field, okay, that what I'm about to say doesn't apply to you. But for those of you that, you know, are going to apply for things that you know you have experience in, that you know you can have a full conversation about, like, they view you, potential employers view you or will view you as somebody who is capable of doing said job, as somebody who, again, has a very lovely, pleasant personality, who has a very easygoing vibe in nature, who is very clean cut, who is very like, you're not a hard pill to swallow. You know how some people could be very abrasive? Like, that's just definitely not you. Potential employers view you or would view you in the near future as someone who, You know, you don't walk around with a chip on your shoulder. You're very humble. You're very down to earth. You're very relaxed. You're very, again, comfortable in your own skin. And they like talking to you. You're a great conversationalist. I know that this is water, but the water is giving me like this kind of like ebb and flow, going with the flow type of energy in the way that you present yourself, in the way that you communicate. It's like you have this very genuine nature about you. Yeah, because I'm looking at this I'm assuming it's a dove or just whatever. Just the white bird. Anyway, it's very angelic. It's very believable and disarming. You have a very disarming nature. You seem very trustworthy, and you seem like, you know, again, very willing to try new things or to, you know, do things that are outside of your comfort zone. That you really love what it is that you do, or that you would love what it is that you would be doing, that you would be applying for, that you would be a pleasure to work with. Yes, amen. Okay, so let's get into these messages about your current job and just where you are in life regarding your career. So I clear the energy for my pile number 1, Spirit. What are the career messages for my pile number 1 at this time? Make it clear. What are career messages for my pile number 1? Ooh. It says priorities. The quality of your life is determined by how you spend your time. Make sure your schedule reflects the life you want. Spirit wants you to prioritize having more work-life balance going forward, because that's how you're going to see growth. Like, that's how you're going to feel more balanced. That's how you're going to feel more energetically motivated. Yeah, to go after the things that you want on a career and financial level. Spirit is wanting you to know that you're doing a good job, though, as well. Like, some of you may feel like, you know, you're just like clocking in, clocking out, going home, making dinner, doing it all over again. But yeah, it's going to amount to something. It's going to amount to something. And for a lot of you that may wonder, you know, like what's going to happen next in your career, I feel like a lot of you guys are thinking that. Yeah, we got the energy card and peace. Right now, Spirit is wanting you to know that you're where you need to be. They want you to really just focus on your work-life balance. Like, you know, plan a vacation, or if you feel like you don't have the finances to be able to do that, you know, plan a staycation. Like, you know, go treat yourself. Like, make more time for yourself. Don't make it all work. Make it a little bit more play as well, okay? Pile number 1. But let's dive deeper. What are... Ooh. I clear the energy. What are the career messages for my pile number 1 at this time? All right, so we've got effing apologize. And on the back, it says, seriously, just do it. So Spirit wants you to not be so hard on yourself. And when it comes to, like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of you guys are putting what you really want on the back burner, and Spirit is saying, like, it's time for you to not do that. Effing apologize. It almost feels like Spirit is saying apologize to yourself. Like, not literally, but like, a lot of you guys have been putting yourself on the back burner because you've been in this workaholic mode, because maybe, you know, you're the sole provider, or maybe whatever, what have you, whatever the situation is. Spirit wants you to treat yourself better. Spirit wants you to not get caught up in the drama at work. Continue doing that if that's something that you've been doing. Yeah, it literally says that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Yes, Spirit wants you to stop putting your big goals, your big dreams on holds, because you feel like you've got to be Cinderella, because you feel like you've got to do, you know, still got to do the legwork. Like, you are ready to apply for that position that you want. You are ready to go get that degree if you want. Nothing is stopping you but you. And maybe you have been stopping you for a long time. Maybe you have been sabotaging yourself for a long time. But Spirit, again, is saying, forgive yourself, be more gentle and compassionate with yourself, and give yourself permission with these priorities here to prioritize yourself and what you really want out of your career. Maybe all of this time up until now, you've had to do what you had to do. You had to accept jobs that you just had to accept because you didn't have the experience. But now Spirit is wanting you to, again, give yourself permission. Literally, it says drop the effing ego. Give yourself permission to go after what it is that you really want on a career and financial level. Get the F out of your head. Yes, stop overthinking. Wow. And literally at the bottom of the deck, it says, get after that ish. The world has your back. This is like the world card in tarot. So it's just giving like success. You're on the road to success and you are where you need to be. But when new doors open for you, don't sabotage it. And forgive yourself if you've sabotaged things in the past. You know, forgive yourself if be gentle with yourself if you feel like you haven't found that thing that you really are passionate about yet, or that if you haven't found that job that feels like home yet. Like, keep searching. Give yourself permission to keep searching, because it's evident here with this Wheel of Fortune and with this Ace of Cups, with all of this really, that new doors are going to open for you. You just have to be brave enough to walk through them. And you see that at the bottom of the deck, what Spirit is telling you, F them. Don't worry about nobody else right now. Focus on what's going to make you happy. And we're talking about your career. So for a lot of you, there's a career path that you want to take, but you feel like, oh, like you may be viewing it in a negative light, and kind of like believing or forcing yourself to believe that this is the best that you can do. But that is not true, my love. Literally, make better choices. Wow. At the bottom, I'm sorry, it keeps saying wow, but Spirit is talking. At the bottom of the deck, it says, well, at the back of this, it says, if you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Yes, this is confirmation for you guys in pile number 1. If you're thinking about changing your job, you go do that. Be strategic, and go for what it is that you really want. Don't leave this job to go to another one that you don't like. Aim higher. Set your sights higher. Give yourself permission to aim higher. Yes. All right. So I wanted to add this in there as well. So for those of you that may be dealing with a toxic work environment, or who just may not be happy at your job, or just may need some sort of guidance and clarity when it comes to your career, what crystal can help them, Spirit? What crystal can help my pile number 1s when it comes to getting unstuck within their career and, on a financial level? What crystal can help them thrive? Oh, wow. We've got shungite. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, so find your local crystal shop, or you can go to, I think it's called Rock Paradise online. But nonetheless, shungite. It says anybody who needs this crystal, anybody who's looking to get honest with themselves. So shungite will help you to have more clarity about what you want. So a lot of you guys may have an inkling, an idea of what you want, but you may be like in this overthinking type of energy. So shungite can help you clear out the overthinking. It says when to use it: when it's time to reclaim your energy from wherever it's been and whomever it's been with. The message of shungite is to get real with your truth. Yeah, this is going to help you to think clearly about your next moves when it comes to your career and your finances, and to not be afraid or overthink once you get that clarity of what you should actually do next. It's like it's going to help clear out that mental fog and that mental doubt of what you can and cannot do at this time. Okay, shungite, invest in it if you want. It can help you at this time for those of you that may be dealing with a toxic work environment, or a shitty boss, or just if you need more clarity on what to do next financially and on a career level. Okay, let's keep moving forward. What are the career messages for my pile number 1? Sorry, got distracted. We've got dream talk. It says your subconscious constantly and subtly speaks through your dreams. It's just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you. through signs, symbols, messages, and more. I'm telling you, your gut is trying to tell you to take some sort of a leap of faith, or that you will soon be called to take some sort of a leap of faith. And yeah, literally, it says embrace the moment. Yeah, Spirit wants you to take a leap of faith when it comes to your career. Now, if you are completely okay when it comes to your career, that's not for you. But if you are completely okay with your career, Spirit is telling you that, like, your gut is telling you to step outside of your comfort zone. You know, if that means applying for another position within your same company, you know, not being afraid to do that, that could be that for you. It's different for all of you, but specifically for those of you that really are not happy at your job, who, you know, have an inkling of what you really want to do, Spirit is telling you to trust your intuition and to take some sort of a leap of faith, because the doors will open. Yes, seek. It's like a seek and ye shall find. Yes. And then, I mean, literally, dream talk. Spirit is wanting you to not forget your dreams. So even if you are okay at your job, you know, or whatever, a lot of you guys have other things, other passions. Spirit is wanting you to explore them. You know, so if you got a YouTube channel, don't give up on your YouTube channel. If you got, you know, if you're doing that side hustle inconsistently, keep doing it. It can help you build up your savings. It can help you buy that X, Y, and Z that you want, that will make you feel a little bit more jovial. Like stay in tune with your dreams, your dream career, your dream, you know, that you're working on the side, your dream of getting your degree. Like, keep your dreams alive. You know, don't give up on your passions. Don't just make it all about work. Again, make more time for play as well. All right, so before we close this out with the messages of advice from Spirit about your career, like the video if you enjoyed it. That way it can be passed around to other people who need messages about their career, okay? And subscribe if you haven't already. That way you will know when I drop new content. And if you want to binge watch my readings, you can do so by clicking the live and shorts tab on the channel, okay? Pile number one, the message, the career, okay, wait. The message of advice from Spirit at this time about your career. Let's see. We've got the spirit animal, the tortoise. So you may want to look that up for additional messages. But the message here, it says, you're too fragmented. So do what it takes to get grounded. Spirit is wanting you to, like, for a lot of you, you guys may be running the risk of burnout soon. So Spirit is wanting you to, like, slow it down, you know, really tighten up on your routine, you know, make sure you're taking better care of yourself than you have been lately. We've got this message of the snow leopard. It says, take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. For some of you, Spirit is really wanting you guys to plan to take some time off of work soon. Just to kind of rest, just to kind of, like, go do things that you really want. Again, it's this energy of Spirit wanting you to make more time for play as much as work. Yeah. There's something else here. Let me listen. Yeah, Spirit is telling you to, like, okay, so for some of you, if you are dealing with burnout, know that that is going to fizzle out soon. You are going to have more energy, but Spirit is wanting you to, again, focus more on your work-life balance. Focus more on, you know, working hard and playing hard. You know, working smarter instead of harder. Like, Spirit wants you to, if you feel the need to make changes within your career, make those changes. Do what's best for you at this time on a career and financial level. So if that means that, you know, it's time to go back to school, then it's time to go back to school. If that means that it's time to become part-time and make that business full-time, then it's time to do that. If it means that it's time to start applying for other jobs that pay you more, then that means that. You know what it is for you. But Spirit at this time is wanting you to slow down, kind of like revamp your routine, your responsibility routine. Really look at where you can shave off some time for you to get more rest, for you to do more things that you enjoy, you know, for you to, you know, take some time to look at how much they're paying you. Is it enough? Because we don't burn the candle at both ends of the stick for no reason. We usually are doing that because we have to. So Spirit is wanting you to go back to the drawing board, pile number one, and really, you know, listen to your heart on this. And is this, and ask yourself, is this where you want to be? You know, I'm hearing your 5-year plan. What's your 5-year plan? Spirit is wanting you to get clear about your future and where you want to see yourself. And if you can't yet see in your mind's eye where you want to be, then you need to get clear on that. Because once you do, that's when your energy is going to resurge. That is when your motivation is going to resurge. And that's when the doors are going to start to open once you become more clear on what it is that you want. But the bigger message here is that a lot of you guys need to get more rest. And if you're not making enough money, you know, whether that's just your perception or the reality, but I mean, your bank account can tell you yay or nay on that one. But like, if you're not making enough money, it's time to make some changes. Or if you're good at your job, Spirit is telling you, don't be complacent, you know, step into your power, step into your potential of leadership, of doing more than what you're doing. You're capable of being paid more. You're capable of having a higher position, whether it's at this job or at another one. So don't settle. Okay? Yeah. For a lot of you, your ancestors are telling you this. An ancestor spirit guide is telling you this because we have this message of the gorilla. It says, take time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. So for a lot of you, you know, especially for you guys that may be the sole providers and may not be able to spend as much time with your kids, like Spirit is telling you, we'll open the door for you to find a job that pays you more, that gives you more flexibility, whether it's hybrid, you know, work from home and work in the office, or like Spirit will help you to have a more balanced life. But you've got to be okay with stepping outside of your comfort zone. You got to be okay with like not trying to control everything with this message of you're too fragmented. So do what you need to do to get grounded. You know, Spirit is wanting you to know that like your life, your lifestyle, and the stressful aspect of it, it can all be improved with making a decision that may feel difficult to make, whether that's finding another job or, you know, applying for another position in your company that pays more that you think you won't get hired for, whatever it is. Spirit is wanting you to aim higher, okay? And to, if you are overworked and underpaid, to do something about that. But if you're good, if you're comfortable, aim higher, okay? Give me one more message of advice about their career for pile number one, Spirit. One more message before we let them go. I'm going to clear the energy. Because that was for me. I clear the energy for pile number one, Spirit, not me. I clear the energy. What is the message of advice for pile number one when it comes to their career and finances at this time? Oh, well, for some of you, you need to know that we've got true love. It says the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. On a career level, you're manifesting a dream job, a dream, you know, like type of income that you want. You know, if you've been wanting multiple streams of income, or you wanted to make X amount of dollars a year, you're manifesting some sort of a dream job or dream scenario within your career. But the message for you about your career and finances, your advice, it says contemplation time. Spend time alone meditating upon what you truly desire. We just talked about that, pile number one. Get clear on what you want, and the universe will open the doors for you, baby. Okay? Thank you, pile number one. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope it helps you in some way when it comes to your career. And I send you lots of light, lots of love, lots of peace and prosperity as you go. Bye, baby. All righty. So, pile number two. You chose this deck here. So, let's clear out the energy for my pile number two, Spirit. All right, so before we get into the details of how your coworkers view you, your boss, and potential employers, let's see, what vibe does pile number two give off in the workplace? Without even knowing it, what vibe do they give off? Ooh, this card right here. Wow. We've got card number 13, good fortune. Yeah, so if you were drawn to pile number 1 as well, you want to watch that for more messages because I am getting some mirrored energy. So, let me listen. Okay, so right off the bat, if you are a fire sign, you know, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, this could be your sun, moon, or rising. Hey, y'all, I'm just picking up on y'all energy very strongly in this group. But nonetheless, the vibe that you give off is someone who is very lucky, someone who is very good looking as well, somebody who has it all. Whether this is the truth or not, again, this is the vibe that you give off. You give off a vibe of like people flock to you. And again, that could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing. You know, people who kind of like, you're very noticeable. You stand out without even having to do anything to make that happen. Like you, I don't know why, but I'm hearing the word enigma. You give off a vibe of being an enigma. People really like whatever vibe all of you guys have individually. People really like it because I'm viewing like this as the moon for some reason, just kind of cocked over to the side. But that gives me like the moon in astrology and the moon in tarot, and that rules the public, the emotions of the public, right? So you are, ooh, so you give off this vibe of being like the favorite, of being like the teacher's pet or the boss pet or something like that. Whether you are intentional with that or not, like, I don't know, you give off this vibe of being the favorite, of being somebody who doesn't really have a lot of problems in life, someone who's very lucky, someone who, you know, has a lot of friends or who people really like a lot, you know, who gets along with people very well. You know, you have like this Libran, Sagittarian type of energy, very diplomatic, very optimistic, very open-minded. You know, it's not easy to rattle you as well. This is the vibe that you give off. You are, I'm also picking up on Cancer as well. It's like you, and we haven't gotten into how your coworkers and boss feels about you or views you, but I feel like your coworkers, I'm picking up on it already. Like they feel like your family. They feel like they like opening up to you. They feel like they can trust you with their secrets or to like vent to you about certain things. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm getting a whole bunch of information in my ear and I'm trying to talk at the same time. But a big energy that I'm picking up on for you, pile number 2, when it comes to your vibe, is like you feel like you you have like this around the way girl, around the way guy type of energy. Like people really enjoy talking to you, but not on a casual type of level. Like people really feel like they could talk to you about pretty much anything and like you won't throw them under the bus. Like, you know, like you know how to keep a secret, like that you're a really good friend, that you're not just a good coworker, like you're a really good friend. So for those of you that have friends in the workplace, like they really view you as a friend, as somebody that they can confide in, as somebody that, you know, even if you don't have a lot of friends, like I don't know, you just give off this vibe of people want to be your friend, pile number 2. They want to like hang out with you after work. They want to get drinks with you. They want to go get pedicures with you. They want to go get haircuts with you, whatever it is that would be y'all's thing. They want to do that with you. They want to like, you have this very nurturing and caring energy and very like generous. This is giving like 6 of Pentacles vibes as well. Yeah, you give off a very good vibe, very good energy. And the vibe that you give off is like a very good person, like somebody who, you know, is not all in their ego, who doesn't try to compete with other people. You have this like Mother Teresa, Gandhi type of vibe. Now in reality, you could be, you know, Krishan, you could be, rough and rowdy in reality. But the vibe that you give off in the workplace on a career and professional level is that you seem like a very good natured person. And for those that of the people that have interacted with you, they could really vouch for that. They view, the vibe that you give off is someone who would give the shirt off of their back, somebody who is very selfless, somebody who, maybe a bit spiritual or religious as well. Somebody who kind of keeps their emotions to themselves. Like you have like your quiet moments as well, to where you may not want to be bothered, or you have these times where you go into your shell, and people respect that though. There's like this sensitivity about you that comes off in your vibe. Like you're someone who, like, again, you try to be like out of the way and quiet and stuff like that, but it's like people really are drawn to your energy, and the vibe that you give off is somebody who is a good person, somebody who is not all about themselves, somebody who has a very good head on on their shoulders, somebody who has a good judge of is a good judge of character. Oh my goodness, this is strong energy. But let's dive deeper. Tell me a little bit more, spirit, about the vibe that my pile number twos give off when it comes to their workplace and just on a career level. What vibe do they give off? Ooh, we got major no. Yeah, so for some of you in this group, like, you come off, you have this vibe. Okay, that's what you saying, spirit. Yeah. So there is this vibe of like people kind of don't like you at first because they feel like you're too quiet, or they may think that you're stuck up, or they may think that you just kind of like have it easy. But once they get to know you, like, they see that like they were wrong. Like, you're not how they thought you were initially. So, especially if you've heard that a lot in your life of like, oh, he or she is bougie, or he or she thinks they're better than everybody else, or you get that same, you give off that same vibe in the workplace. But, you know, people, once they get to know you, once they like hear how you talk, they just kind of get a whiff of your energy, like who you actually are in the workplace. Like, they realize that you're completely different than they expected you to be, in a good way. Now there's something else here with this major no. Let me listen. Yeah. So you definitely want to listen to power number one as well, because I'm getting mirrored energies. But the vibe that you give off is somebody who knows how to say no, someone who knows how to who put up boundaries professionally. Who is not a butt kisser. It's not a kiss up. It's not, a pick me, a me too. You are somebody who is not afraid to stand alone. You're not afraid to say no. You're not afraid to, ruffle feathers. You don't try to do that, but like, you're somebody who, like, you keep it real. You keep it, the vibe that you give off is somebody who is very real, somebody who's going to keep it real, who's not afraid to speak up for themselves or to stand up for themselves. But you also come off, because we've got major no and good fortune, you give off this vibe of somebody who knows how to pick their battles, somebody who's been there, done that, bought a pair of Jordans. Like, you give off this vibe of somebody who has like low tolerance for the unnecessaries. Like, you are somebody who, I'm not gonna lie, for the people that don't really know you, for some of you, you give off a vibe of having an attitude, or being kind of like stuck up, or closed off, or guarded and stuff like that. Yeah, there's like a guarded energy, bougie energy. I'm not calling you that, but you really shouldn't even take that negatively, because I don't think bougie is a bad thing, honey. If you ask me. But anyway, this is just the vibe that you give off. So I'm already sensing that y'all got some haters, and some people who project on y'all, or some people who just may be hating because they're not doing as good as you, in the workplace or outside of the workplace. You you give off this vibe as somebody who is like all about their money, all about the Benjamins, baby. Somebody who is not at work to make friends, you know, but people still flock to you. People still want to be friends with you, but you give off this vibe of like, no, we're associates. No, we're friends. Like, you'll listen to these people, you know, share about what they got to say and stuff like that, but you don't really have a lot of desire to go in depth about how you really feel about things. Yeah, you give off this vibe of being like very quiet, very kind of like not having a lot to say. Yeah, you'll get more information in pile number 1, but I'm going to move forward because I don't want this to be too long. But okay, so there's something else here with this major note. Let me listen. Yeah, it's like much like pile number 1, you have this fearless energy. Like, you're not afraid to say what you've got to say, that you are very opinionated, that you're very bold. But like, even if you're quiet, your opinionated vibe is just like, you just give this vibe of like that you're not afraid to lose your job, or that you're not you're not afraid of the boss, or that you're not afraid of like that you don't care. Yeah, you give this like nonchalant type of vibe off. Yeah, and like you don't care what people think. Like, you do your own thing and you don't answer to nobody, like not even really the boss. Like, yeah, you give off a vibe as well of like you don't like to be micromanaged, you don't like to be told what to do, not in a rebellious type of way. Yeah, here we are with that moon, but just in this way of like, you just don't need that. You know what you're doing. The hell? Yeah, let's dive deeper. How do pile number 2's co-workers view them? Wow. Yeah, you definitely I keep saying it, but watch pile number 1 as well. We've got the Ace of Cups. Your coworkers view you as somebody who is very pretty or very handsome, very well put together. Oh, we got the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're very attractive. You're very, they like, you present yourself very well. You're very classy, whether you're male or female. I don't know what the term would be for a man, but like, you got swagger. Let's just say that if you're a male. Your coworkers view you as somebody who, they kind of view you as like a snake charmer. Like, again, it's giving favorite energy, favoritism. So for some of you, your coworkers feel like you get treated with favoritism. Like, you're able to say no, like you're able to do certain things that they're not able to do. Yeah, but like, the Ace of Cups is a very likable, lovable type of energy. So your coworkers do view you as that, as very likable, it's very lovable. But it's like they view you as somebody who, I don't know why, but I'm getting like a teacher's pet. And if your boss like really clearly shows that they hate you, you may want to watch another pile, because this is what I'm getting. Let me get another one, Spirit. Tell me a little bit more. How do pile number 2's coworkers view them? Oh, okay. There's that negative energy, yeah. So for some of you, your coworkers view you as superficial, as shallow. Don't internalize this. This is just what's here, okay? Doesn't mean that's who you are. But it's because for a lot of you, you are guarded. They don't really know who you are, so they just make assumptions. Yeah, a lot of your coworkers assume certain things about you because you don't really let them in. Like, they view you as somebody who's kind of fake, who's kind of phony, you know, who is like fake happy, fake nice. Yeah. Haters. Tell me a little bit more. How do my pile number 2's coworkers view them? We've got the 3 of Wands. Like, yeah, they view you as somebody who, ooh. Let me listen before I speak. Wow. For some of you, they view you as somebody who doesn't really want to be there, or who doesn't really like the job that much, who is like gonna go somewhere else. Yeah, we got the 3 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles. Like, somebody who, your coworkers view you as somebody who is not really like satisfied in their position, who wants more. Yeah, there's something to it. We've got the Three of Pentacles again with the Magician. Like, they view you as somebody who is very calculated when it comes to like your career moves or just the moves you make in general. you give, like, you definitely seem like the coworker that does not add people on your Facebook, your Instagram. Like, you not interested in that. The High Priestess. Yes, you're very private, and you keep your cards close to your chest. Like, yes, your coworkers view you as somebody who plays chess, not checkers, as somebody who, you know, kind of looks out for themselves. Somebody who, not necessarily like you would throw somebody under the bus, but like, your coworkers think you view them as an associate, no matter how like cool you are with them. Like, yes, literally, we've got the Two of Swords. Your coworkers, I'm gonna get some more because this feels like an onion. Like, I gotta peel this back a little bit more. But yeah, that's kind of how they view you as well. It's like an onion. Like, it's hard to get information out of you. It's hard for you are okay with doing small talk because you would rather do that than to really talk deeply about what's on your mind, because you don't really trust people. Yeah, your coworkers view you as somebody who doesn't really trust them, who, you know, kind of deals with them at arm's distance, that you keep them at arm's length, because I'm looking at this arm and this hand. Yes. They view you as somebody who kind of like is distant. Six of Cups. They view you as somebody who likes to just keep things professional. Like, you don't get all up in your feelings about things. Yes. And like, they view you as somebody who has a low tolerance for like childishness and like cattiness, and yeah, a lot of things from pile number 1 as well. Yes, Seven of Pentacles. Like, they view you as someone who's very mature for your age. Very mature for your age. Someone who is very like very focused on your career more than they are when we talk about your coworkers and how they view you. Like, someone who like takes your job, they view you as someone who takes your job seriously, or like takes your career seriously. Eight of Wands. And they view you as somebody who doesn't really like share your plans or what it is that you're going to do. They view you, I'm telling you, your coworkers view you as somebody who doesn't trust them all that much, who does not really trust them that much. I'm getting that very, very strongly. It's giving very much so acquaintance. Like, that you categorize them as an acquaintance. And I think that that's why I'm getting that energy of some people, you know, kind of being rubbed the wrong way with that. Yeah, because we've got the Tower here. You know, that triggers some people to kind of feel like, oh, well, he or she is just stuck up, or he or she is fake, or he or she, you know. And that's because you're not trying to build friendships. You're trying to build your coin, your bank account. You know, you're trying to climb the career ladder, but you're not in the energy of like throwing people under the bus to get there. Yeah, like, you are just focused on yourself, and you're just not interested with this Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords, in like telling people your business, or being fake friends with people that you know aren't gonna reach out to you if you stop working there or not. Yeah, like, yeah, your coworkers view you as somebody who doesn't really share their real thoughts and feelings about things. Like, that you just choose to keep things surface level and professional. Yes, Diablo energy. That you are somebody who, again, for those of you that are kind of like quiet at your job, I did all that shuffling. Here we are with Diablo again at the bottom, and the Knight of Cups. For some of you, your coworkers view you as somebody who, again, is the favorite, who gets away with certain things, who, you know, is too quiet or is too nice. Your coworkers may be a bit suspicious of you because of your cool, calm, and collected temperament. And they view you as like kind of secretive as well. But yet they feel like they want to tell you everything, but you don't tell them anything. Like, you, yeah. For some of you, again, your coworkers view you as somebody that doesn't want to be friends with them. It's like you're not trying to be mean. Yeah, Seven of Swords. But you're not interested in, oh, So for some of you, your coworkers think you view them as fake, that you view them as superficial. And that's why you're like, major no, not interested. Like, yeah, that you're kind of like not the outcast, but like that you prefer to just do your own thing. Like you're not, I don't like this, but this is what this the vibe though. Yeah, we've got judgment. It's like your coworkers view you as somebody who has their nose up in the air, who looks down on them because maybe they do talk about, things that seem superficial, that may not be the deepest of conversation. And it's not that you really are judging them. It's just that you would rather listen to the podcast in your ear or the music in your ear or browse in Instagram. Like you're not interested in talking to them for 8 hours or 10 hours or 12 hours a day about things that just don't seem important to you. Yes, you're not there for that. And for some of your coworkers, that may just simply rub them the wrong way, that you're not there to socialize, that you're there to get your bag. Okay, but who cares? Let's see. And again, in pile number 1, you'll get more information about how your coworkers view you. And also in the video that I linked in the description, if you want to know more. But we will do more readings on this in the future. But I want to keep moving forward. So, how does pile number 2's boss view them? Tell us the truth, Spirit. How does pile number 2's boss view them? We've got the 3 of Swords. Let me listen. Okay, so for the few of you that have had issues at your job, whether it was, with a coworker, with coworkers in general, just whatever. If you have had a problem at your job in any way, shape, or form, or something that happened in your personal life that interfered, with your job, your boss views you as somebody who doesn't really communicate that you need help or what you really need. Like it's kind of like a suffering in silence type of energy with this 3 of Swords. Like your boss views you as somebody who kind of avoids them or is like just avoidant of saying certain things. Like, yeah, your boss views you as somebody who like bites their tongue about things, who may think something or feel something, but doesn't really say it. Like they view you as someone who's very cautious with your words, who minces words, like who doesn't really speak a lot, who is kind of quiet. There's like a somber type of energy to you as well. Yeah, and for some of you, your boss views you as somebody who doesn't want to be bothered. This doesn't affect them though. Like this doesn't rub them the wrong way, but they notice it. They notice that you kind of, maybe more so lately than usual, that you're more quiet than usual, that you're more somber than usual, that you're more, to yourself and quiet, like I said. But, and I keep getting this than usual type of energy. So if there's been a change in your energy, or if you've recently come to this realization of I'm not really happy at my job, or I am going through some things on a personal level, it's kind of, your boss can see it on your face that you may be going through something, or that you may be feeling something or thinking something but not communicating it, not opening up about it. Yeah, your boss views you as somebody who's very guarded, who doesn't share, who doesn't communicate about like how they feel. Yeah, your boss views you as somebody who's very cut off emotionally, who's very shut down emotionally, who I'm gonna be real. For some of you, your boss views you as somebody that they have wronged in some way, that they have rubbed the wrong way in some way. Take what resonates on that. But your boss also views you as somebody who may not be happy in your position or with some sort of an aspect of your job, but you don't see a point in talking about it. Or for some of you, there has been an issue at your workplace with someone in particular, or just in general. It could be a personal thing, whatever. But it's like there's like this washing of the hands type of thing. It is what it is type of thing. Like, your boss views you, and this is a general reading on the internet, baby. But what I'm getting here is your boss views you as somebody who doesn't really open up, doesn't really allow people to really get to know you. And it's people meaning this boss as well. But I feel like this has to do with your coworkers as well. Like, your boss views you as somebody who is kind of distant with your coworkers, who is, guarded emotionally and closed off to people and to the boss as well. Tell me more, because I feel like there's more here. How does my pile number two's boss view them at this time? We've got the Magician, yeah. Your boss views you as somebody who is gonna quit because you're gonna find another job or something like that. Like, I don't know, like that you may not be satisfied with the pay or satisfied with something. Or maybe even like that you're not satisfied with them. Let me listen. Yeah, your boss views you as somebody who feels like they don't pay you enough. For some of you, I'm just getting that very strongly. But like, your boss views you as a very valuable employee, but they think that they view you as somebody who, like, you don't do things for a pat on the back. You don't do things for the accolades or the rewards and stuff like that. Like, your boss views you as somebody who likes to fly under the radar, who likes to just like work independently. Like, that you're not, it's not that your boss doesn't view you as a team player. They just view you as somebody who likes to work by yourself, who likes to work independently, who likes to just keep to yourself. Yeah, your boss views you as an introvert. Yeah, we got the Queen of Swords, whether you're male or female. Your boss views you as somebody who, again, doesn't open up, doesn't share things about yourself personally, doesn't like share a lot about, like, when you come back from the weekend, they're like, how was your weekend? Like, you're like, oh, it was great. You don't really dive deep into your personal life. Yeah, and it's like you're very serious about that. Even your boss sees that you have very firm boundaries. Yeah, and your boss views you as somebody who, this is like a smiling through the pain type of thing. Like, this is not the energy of somebody who wants to be friends with their boss. Again, for some of you, your boss views you as somebody who avoids them, or who just like, isn't really trying to like go against the grain, or go or rebel against authority or anything like that. Like, you are okay with them being the boss and them calling the shots, but as long as they don't disrespect you, it's fine. Yeah, like, your boss views you as somebody who has a lot of self-respect and who's really big on respect and who doesn't tolerate disrespect. I'm getting that very, very strongly. Yeah, here we are with the Seven of Pentacles. How fitting. Your boss views you as somebody who take pride in what it is that you do. But for some of you, your boss does view you as like feeling as if you're not as valued or appreciated as you actually are. For some of you, this could be representing your boss here with this King of Pentacles. Yeah, your boss, wants, your boss views, whether they're male or female, your boss views you as somebody like they want you to be happy. They want you there. But sometimes they wonder if you want to be there. Sometimes they view you as somebody who's kind of on the fence about whether you want to be there or not. And it's like, for a lot of you, your boss, whether male or female, they view you as somebody who, like, they want you to feel comfortable to talk to them if you need some time off, or if you need, just X, Y, and Z. Like, they don't, your boss, I'm more so getting an energy of how your boss wants you to view them as, like the way that they want you to view them. Your boss views you as somebody who, just much like your coworkers, doesn't trust them as well, like, and who doesn't you know, lean on them or let them know what's going on with you, you know, who you know, it's kind of like this, your boss views you as a bit of a pessimist, but not in a negative sense as you would think. They just view you as someone who always has a backup plan, and who kind of may think that they're out to get you, but they're really not. Yeah, we got strength. Your boss views you as somebody who thinks that they're not in your corner, but they are. They feel like they're in your corner. They feel like they're not out to get you. Yeah, Two of Cups. This doesn't always have to be romantic, but like your boss views you as somebody who, like, they wish you would open up to them more and trust them more and communicate to them more if you are, like, you know, needing some time off or not happy about something. But they understand that because they're your boss, that there is going to be that barrier of communication where you may not. Here we are with the Three of Swords as well. In this deck, we got a female version and a male version of the Three of Swords. But yeah, like, your boss views you as somebody who, I'm gonna be real, your boss views you as somebody that they can be real with, that they don't have to wear that boss hat with all the time, you know, like whatever, what have you, like that your boss views you as somebody who understands them, and they wish that you would know that they understand you and that they're not out to get you. Take what resonates on that, but that's what I'm getting. Yeah, your boss really likes you. We've got the respects your emotional nature and your need for solitude, or your need to work independently, or your need to kind of like just be a bit of an introvert or be quiet or whatever. Like, your boss doesn't look down on you for that. Like, they understand that about you. Yeah, Ten of Wands. Your boss views you as somebody who, you know, maybe going through some things on a personal level, but they view you as someone who may feel like you have to just keep coming to work. Like, you can't make excuses for yourself. Like, you can't ask for help. And that's not true. Yeah. Here we are with the Six of Pentacles. They view you as somebody who's very deserving of a break, who's very deserving of, like, I don't know. I just feel like your boss, like, low-key has your back. Now, if you have a terrible, evil, hellion boss, you may want to watch a different pile. But, yeah, we've got the King of Wands. Like, whether your boss is male or female, like, secretly, your boss has your back. They understand you. Like, they get you. Even if other people don't get you, like, they get you. For some reason, your boss, like, likes you. And even though they may not always show it, it's like, and your boss, take what resonates on this part. If you have, you know, had a bit of a scuffle with your boss in any way, or some sort of a disagreement, or if you feel like, you know, you guys bump heads, or you guys rub each other the wrong way, your boss really, like, it's no bad blood between, or at least on your boss's side, about whatever may have gone down between the two of you, or whatever you may be upset with them about, or whatever you think about them. Like, they're very impartial when it comes to something that you may not see eye to eye with them on, whether it's their management tactics or whatever, what have you. But it's like your boss doesn't want to be at odds with you. Your boss doesn't want you to view them in a negative light. Your boss doesn't view you in a negative light, but sometimes they feel like you view them in a negative light. Okay? We'll dive deeper into that in the future, but I got to keep moving forward. So, for those of you that are going to be going on interviews soon, or are thinking about changing your jobs, or if you're just wondering how people view you when they're interviewing you, let's see. How do potential employers view my pile, excuse me, my pile number 2s? We've got the Six of Swords. Let me listen. They view you as somebody who knows what they want, but who isn't in a rush to get there. Like, you know, it's kind of like this energy of not being thirsty. Like, that you are, yeah, we've got Justice at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, they definitely view you as somebody who's diplomatic, somebody who is very upright, who's very upstanding, you know, who is very A man or a woman of your word, definitely, with this King of Swords popping out. They view you as someone who is very smart and knows what you're talking about when you talk about it. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. They view you as somebody who, yeah, your resume or your experience is very impressive, or it tends to be impressive to the people that interview you. Like you're I'm hearing career ladder, like that you, like even if they don't hire you, like they know somebody will hire you. Like, I don't know, you just have very hireable skills. You're very skilled, very experienced. You have a really nice resume, or just how you put it together, or just like whatever the jobs and the titles and the companies you've worked for that are on there. It's something about your resume. Yeah. We've got the World and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so if a lot of you guys are soon going to be going on an interview, you got this. Be confident, you know, chest out, chin up, baby girl, baby boy, because it's yours if you go in there with confidence and talk like you know what you're talking about. Yeah, literally. Literally. For some of you that needed to hear that, Nine of Cups, yeah, you're going to get it. But nonetheless, potential employers view you as somebody who would be a great fit for the company, somebody who would be a good investment with this Ace of Pentacles, somebody who is, I'm hearing that term very slow to speak, but it just means like that you're not a liar, you're a truth teller, a truth speaker. Yeah, that, and again, you potential employers view you as somebody that they should take seriously, as somebody who has some very serious skills and experience to offer. Yeah, here we are with the Ace of Pentacles again. Page of Wands. So even if you're like young or whatever, or even if you don't have a lot of experience in something that you apply for, that you would apply for, they still would believe in you. You would be able to make it happen when we see this page going to the Queen. Yeah, tell me, give me 2 more cards, Spirit. How do potential employers view my pile number 2? Strength. They view you as somebody who has a very strong sense of self, like a very, like you have a very strong identity, like you know who you are. You have a very commanding presence as well. Knight of Swords. Yeah, you're very sharp. You have the gift of gab. And again, your resume is on point. Or, you know, if you need to shape that up, you know, work on that, do that, because that'll help open some doors for you, you know. But again, that you're capable of, that you have the know-how and the willpower to do whatever the job would be that you would be applying for. Okay. Nice. Yeah, and also potential employers would view you as somebody who, on a kind of shady side, like they would kind of question if you would be there long term because of like your work history on your resume, but only take that if that applies. Yeah, for some of you that is the case with this 5 of Wands and 8 of Cups, like that you bounce from job to job. But once you start explaining it, like they understand, and then they're like, oh, okay, I'm not tripping over that. So yeah, 10 of Wands, they feel like they understand why you would do that. But yeah, on a positive side though, with the 6 of Swords as a final message of how potential employers would view you, they view you as somebody who you know, wouldn't be too good for the job, who isn't just like looking for their next come up, like that you genuinely want the job. Yeah, literally. We got the Ace of Swords, the truth. Okay, so let's get into some messages about your career at this time. So I clear the energy for pile 2. I clear the energy for pile number 2. We've got feelings. It says healing begins with feeling. Be gentle with yourself and tender with your heart. So Spirit is wanting, the messages about your career, Spirit is wanting you to allow everything that's going on within your career, whether there's something that's uncomfortable or something disheartening, whatever, what have you, at your job, or just anything that may be interfering with it, just let it play out naturally. You know, don't allow your emotions to cloud your judgment or to make you make impulsive decisions when it comes to your career and what's next for you. Yeah. Yeah, with this message of feelings, I feel like spirit, yeah, here we are with the message of surrender here. It says, stop trying to control life. It gets in the way of divine intervention. Yeah, something is going to work out naturally. Like you may feel, some of you, you may feel stuck in your career, or you may feel stagnant within your finances. Spirit is saying it's going to work out naturally. Like you don't have to like put a whole lot of mental energy into trying to figure out a solution to this perceived problem. Like it's something that's just going to work out naturally. Okay, let me listen. Mm-hmm. Needs. Yeah, spirit is wanting you to, like, how can I say this? How can I form this energy into a sentence? Your wants and your needs are going to be supplied. Continue to be patient and to be calm and to not be overwhelmed by emotions. You know, don't allow like things that go on in your personal life to cause you to like want to call off of work and want to just like spirit wants you to focus on the bigger picture, the bigger goals, the things that you're after. Don't get caught up in the small details of the things that may not be going right or the things that may not be moving as quickly as you would want. Again, we started out with this good fortune. So, you know, good is on the way. Like good news, good opportunities, more abundance, prosperity is on the way. You need to continue to just be patient and not get caught up in the feeling of, oh, it's never going to happen, or oh, I'm stuck, or I'm at a dead end job. Like, know that the only thing that's constant in life is change. So this situation, for some of you that feel like you don't make enough money or that you don't have enough X, Y, and Z, you're going to have what you need. So continue to just kind of take it easy, take things one day at a time, and allow things within your career especially to play out naturally. Because for a lot of you, within the next 6 months, like you're gonna, especially if you've been looking for a new job, or you know, if you've been trying to climb the career ladder, maybe you've applied for things but you haven't heard anything back. Like, be a little bit more patient. Don't be impulsive. Don't convince yourself that, you know, nothing will ever improve. You have to just be more patient and give it time. And within the next 6 months, you will start to see things turn over into a more positive direction. Okay. You know, and this is kind of giving the energy of, you know, all it takes is one yes. You can hear a million no's, but all it takes is one yes. So your yes is coming. Only take what resonates on that. If you're happy at your job or whatever, spirit is just letting you know the message about your career is to make sure that you don't allow what's going on in your personal life to interfere with your career. Okay. Let's dive deeper. What are the messages for pile number 2 when it comes to their career, their workplace, all of that jazz? What are the messages for pile number 2 when it comes to their career, their workplace, their job, all of that jazz? We've got laugh. It says, where the F is your sense of humor? Yeah, Spirit is telling you good news is on the way when it comes to your career and your finances, especially. It may not look like it, but like, hold on, baby. Don't be overcome by that fear. Yeah, it says F, fear. It will lie to your face. Yeah, like a lot of you guys may think that you're reaching a dead end, but you're really on your way to a new beginning. Literally, we got this lightning bolt. It says figure ish out on your own. So for a lot of you, you may be feeling like, oh, you're just like lost at sea, but no, like you're really about to stumble upon something better. If you are looking for another job, like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of you in this pile, you want more, but maybe you're afraid to take that leap of faith. You have been applying, but you haven't heard anything back. Spirit is telling you good news is on the way. Good news is on the way. And for a lot of you, you're going to be in a period of transition. Yeah, it literally says time to let go, move the F on. So a career change is in the future for a lot of you guys. It's just part of your path. Because for some of you, you know, you've reached some sort of a glass ceiling within your current career field or at your current workplace or whatever. But a new door is going to open for a lot of you guys elsewhere, whether you seek it or not. It's just like new opportunities are going to come in for you. For some of you, you're going to be willing to take the leap of faith, and for others of you, you're not. But for all of you, you're going to be soon entering into your winning season, especially on a financial level. It says, you got a good thing going. Don't ruin that ish. Yeah, Spirit is wanting you to focus on the bigger picture. With that laugh, it's giving Sagittarius. With this good fortune, is giving Sagittarius. That's big picture energy. Yeah. Let's keep going. So for those of you that may be having a hard time, oh wow, I can't deny this before we move forward. For some of you, like, things are about to get easier for you when it comes to your career. Like, again, I feel like Spirit is going to be working behind the scenes, whether you're praying about it or not. And just on a career level, within the next 6 months to a year, things are going to improve. Things are not going to be as stressful. Things are not going to be as disheartening. Only take what resonates on that. You know, if you're happy at your job, whatever, what have you, good for you. But Spirit is just saying, like, things are going to continue to improve. So just stay in a positive vibration and a positive mindset, okay? Because we do have the Three of Swords here. So, you know, if things are going on in your personal life, continue to go to work, continue to, you know, keep persevering and aiming to reach your goals, because you're going to reach them. But with this message of take a effing trip, it says go see some ish. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. Yeah, some doors are going to open. For a lot of you guys, you're going to be getting a newer job that pays more, or that has better benefits, or is a little bit more flexible. Like, Spirit, again, is going to be working behind the scenes and bringing you guys good news within your career, if that's something that you need. But for a lot of you, this is talking about finances. Okay. So if you're doing well financially, expect that you're going to be doing even better than you are now. And when you do, go have some fun. You deserve it. You've earned it. Okay? So for those of you that may be having a tough time at your job, with a boss or with coworkers or the environment, or if you just need a little bit more clarity about your career and finances, Spirit, tell them what crystal can help them at this time when it comes to having more clarity, direction, and peace when it comes to their career and finances. What crystal can help them? Ooh, we've got Tiger Eye. Let me show you what it looks like. So that's a form of it, rather. But it says, who needs it? The currently overthinking and mood swinging. So Tiger Eye can help you balance out your head and your heart, your emotions and your thoughts, and can help them to be more cohesive with one another as opposed to clashing. It says when to use it. When your thoughts are not your friends. When you're all roar and not enough purr. When only equanimity of mind, body, spirit, left brain, and right brain can get you square with the universe. The message of Tiger Eye is to balance your whole being. Yeah. So especially with that feelings card coming out, Tiger Eye can help you to have a little bit more courage, a little bit more like motivation, and to not be so like overcome with emotion, especially if there are some things going on in your personal life. Because even though this is a career reading, I feel like Spirit is telling you messages about like your personal life. And it's like, for a lot of you, you may be doing good or decent financially or decent within your career, but Spirit is saying like you're destined for more. You're destined to have more. Yeah, we've got citrine. That's another one you can invest in. It says manifest your masterpiece. This can help you to manifest the opportunity that you truly want, something that will be a little bit more fulfilling. So Tiger Eye and citrine can help you. But nonetheless, for a lot of you in this pile, Spirit is noticing that you guys are going through some tough things outside of work that may be hindering, or not hindering, but impacting your motivation and your desire to reach your goals, not just in your career, but just in general, your career being one of them. And Spirit is saying, like, don't allow your emotions, don't allow like how you feel about the situations that come and go to make you give up on your goals in your career or within your finances or just what you want out of life. Like, stay focused on the bigger picture. That's the big message here. Okay. What are the messages at this time for pile number 2 when it comes to their workplace? Ooh. So we've got ancestral wisdom. It says, we are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. Yeah, so much like pile number one, you've got some ancestral spirit guides around you that is really trying to push you to like kind of deal with some things that you need to deal with so that you can have more happiness in your personal life. Because for some of you, you may feel a little unsatisfied or just down about certain things in your career because certain things aren't going right in your personal life. So spirit, like, it feels like there's an ancestral spirit guide that is really trying to push you to face your problems now. Yeah, we've literally got "You are not alone." It says we are here for you. We never left. Though, no, through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you right now. But we are your family, we are your friends, and we are your guides. You never walk alone in this lifetime. We will always walk right beside you. Lean on us when you need us. Yeah, so I feel like this Three of Swords, it's just giving a personal, like some personal issues, some things that you guys, some sadness, some disappointments, just some difficulties that you guys may be facing. Yeah, and Spirit is wanting you to have hope and is wanting you to stay focused on your goals, stay focused on your dreams, stay focused on the bigger picture. Don't get caught up in the things that are going on in your personal life, in your love life, you know, within your family, within like don't focus so much on the problems, focus more on the solutions, and you will start to have more traction, you know, and you will start to have more fulfillment and happiness. Definitely. And once you have that, like just on the home front, you'll feel more like motivated to go after what you want in your career, or to reach that savings goal, or to reach that financial goal that you're after. You know, I feel like a lot of you guys may feel a little stunted when it comes to motivation these days. I feel like that's what Spirit is really talking to for a lot of you in this pile. And Spirit is saying, like, you're not alone. The problems that you're going through will not last always. Trouble doesn't last always, pile number two. And it's like, if you're going through something, try to stay steadfast and focused on your goals. Because if you just focus on the things that are going wrong, it's, of course you're going to feel stuck. Of course you're going to feel small. Of course you're going to feel unfulfilled. But continue focusing more on what's going right, because the things that aren't will soon change and improve. So don't waste time being sad, feeling, you know, like there's nothing you can do. Face your problems head on. I feel like that's the message that Spirit has for you guys when it comes to your workplace. You know, if you're in a situation where there's like this toxic work environment, much like I told pile number one, it feels like Spirit is urging you guys as well to do something about the problems in your life, not just at your job, but on a personal level as well. And this is how you're going to start to feel more energized and fulfilled and more willpower to go after the big things you truly want in life. And once you get there, you'll be able to look back on how far you've come, right? And you'll see that, oh, I was able to make it out of that situation. So the situations that will come, I'm not as afraid, because I did what it took to get out of those difficult situations. Now I have more confidence to know that I can move forward, and whatever comes my way, I can handle it. Okay, take what resonates on that, but that's the vibe I'm getting. So before we get into the final messages of advice for you about your career and your finances, like the video if you enjoyed it. That way it can be passed around to other people who may need messages about their career. And subscribe if you haven't already. That way you can be notified when I drop new content. And if you want to binge watch my readings, you can do so by clicking the live and the shorts tab on the channel, okay? So Spirit, what is your message of advice for pile 2 when it comes to their career and their finances? Wow. Yeah, I'm telling you, we've got the animal totem of the penguin. So look that up for more messages. But we've got this period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. I'm telling you, this too shall pass. That's what Spirit is telling you, baby. And again, if that has to do with your job, if you're not happy there, if they're not treating you right, whatever the case is, if this applies to your job, know that new doors will open within the next 6 months. So keep applying for jobs, even if they keep closing, not, even if they keep telling you no, a yes will come. If you're going through something in your personal life where it feels like you just don't even want to get out of bed, this too shall pass. Keep going. Give me another message of advice, Spirit. Literally, this popped out. It says endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. Spirit is letting you know that a new beginning is on its way. So whatever is happening or is not happening, whatever feels unfair, whatever feels like, oh, this is happening and it's out of my control, know that it's happening for a reason, and it's ultimately going to lead to a good thing. It says, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. That's about your career. That's about your money leveling up. And that's about your life in general, okay? And I can't ignore this message of peace here. It says, there is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. It says, it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So for a lot of you, there's something that you want to go after. Spirit is telling you now's the time, even if it feels like it's not the time. Go for it. If you want to start applying for other jobs, go for it. Don't talk yourself out of what you know your heart of hearts is telling you what to do. Or, again, if it's more on a personal level, Spirit is telling you, chest out, chin up, baby girl, baby boy. You got this. Stay focused on the bigger picture and set boundaries. If you're at a vulnerable place and, maybe you're battling something mentally, maybe you're going through some depression or just some dark times internally, Spirit is telling you to put on a brave face and to keep aiming for your goal, because they're going to be helping you on the back end, but faith without work is dead. You got to keep getting out the bed. You got to keep moving forward. And you got to keep knocking on those doors, and eventually one will open for you. For some of you, that pertains to your career and you trying to find a better job. That pertains to you trying to make more money. But for others of you, on a big level, it's about other stuff outside of work. Spirit wants you to focus on the bigger picture. I can't keep telling you that because I'm gonna just drive myself crazy, but that's what's here. Focus on the bigger picture. Don't pay attention to all the little unnecessaries that's happening right now. Pound number 2. Stay focused. Keep aiming higher. Keep going. Keep trying. Even if you keep failing, even if they keep saying no, even if you keep getting your heart broken, I don't care what it is. For a lot of you, this could be about your love life. It could be about your family. It could be about your baby daddy. It could be about your baby mama. It could be about your taxes. It could be about whatever problem y'all have in your life right now, whether it pertains to your career or not. Spirit is telling you, don't get caught up in it. This too shall pass. Stay focused on the bigger picture. Okay? Thank you, pile number 2. I hope this reading helped you, and I hope you enjoyed it. And again, if you did, give it that thumbs up, okay? But I've got to go and chat with pile number 3 now. You definitely want to watch pile number 1 if you got the time, because there are more messages there for you. But I send you lots of light, lots of peace, lots of love and prosperity as you go. Bye, baby. Alrighty then. Pile number 3. I hope you guys are doing okay. So let's see. Before we get into the details of how your coworkers and your boss views you, let's look at the vibe that you give off overall in the workplace, okay? So I clear the energy for pile number 3, Spirit. I clear the energy for pile number 3. What vibe does pile number 3 give off in the workplace? Just in general. Ooh, we've got a shark. It says, swim away from this situation. Let me listen. Well, okay. So you are able to see through people's BS from a mile away. Like a lot of you guys in this power are very intuitive, or just like, I don't know, you just have, your BS meter is never broke. Like you can peep that ish. For a lot of you in this pile, there may be a bit of toxicity or friction in the workplace at this time. I'm just picking up on this energy when it comes to the vibe, because this isn't your everyday normal vibe. This feels more circumstantial, okay? Let me listen. For some of you though, I'm gonna tell you the truth, okay? There's somebody at your job that likes you, that is interested in you. Maybe you're aware of this, maybe you're not, but with this message of shark, swim away from this situation, this could be someone that's over you, a boss or something like that. Only take what resonates on this. This is just for some of you before we get to the bigger energy. But the vibe is y'all sexy. Y'all fine, y'all tempting. And for some of y'all got some workplace crushes. It could be a boss that is crushing on you, not your boss in particular, but maybe, you know, a superior at the job or something like that. Or it could be a colleague or anything like that. But it's the vibe that you give off on a big energy with this shark card is like you're very attractive. Like you are very and I know it's like, what? You weren't expecting that, but the vibe that you give off is like you're very sexy, whether you're male or female. You're very attractive. You're a looker. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me listen, because there's a like a very strong energy in particular here as well. But I can't deny that for some of you, y'all are just fine. Like literally, y'all look good. And the vibe that you give off is like you put energy into the way that you look, and people notice. They think you fine. They think you cute. And for some of y'all, it's a coworker or a superior or something like that that wants to holler at you. But you know, and maybe they flirt with you in a way that is noticeable, or maybe it's not noticeable. But anyway, for a lot of you, you kind of like don't like to mix business with pleasure. But I'm just getting that very strongly, y'all. Pal number 3, y'all some fine MFers. Okay? And y'all be looking good when y'all go to work. And y'all got some crushes. Some people crush on y'all at work. But I'm gonna pull another one because it just feels like that's the strongest energy. But if I talk about this on a broad scale, the vibe that you give off is given very much so. What is her name? Cher from Clueless. I think her name was Cher. Like, as if. Like you seem like you're very well dressed, very well put together, but it's like you can't. The vibe that you give off is like you're very mysterious. People don't really know a lot about you. You know, people just kind of assume that you're just like, oh, don't internalize this. So for some of you, you've got some haters or some people or whatever, some negative people at your workplace, like we all do. But I'm picking up on it for you with what I'm about to say. For some of you, the vibe that people think you give off, the vibe that I think people project onto you, I don't think it's your real vibe. They view you as kind of like somebody who is kind of clueless. You know, somebody who looks like puts all of this energy into how they look, and who gets by on their looks, you know, who got your position because of your looks or because of the way that you look in general, like that you got some sort of a leg up because of your looks. I don't know, especially if you work with a whole bunch of females. I could just be simply picking up on their energy, projecting onto you due to their insecurities in comparison to you based on how you look. But I'm going to pull another card and clear this energy out. But there is a strong energy of there's someone at your job that is crushing on you, pal number 3. There are some females, or a female in particular, that hates on you because of how attractive you are. You know, oh, thank you, spirit. The vibe that you give off is like it's given what's that saying? Don't let my cute face fool you. Like you seem like somebody who's very sweet, who's very nice, but you have this other side to you that can be a little cutthroat, that can be like, yeah, it's also giving Legally Blonde, like how people really like underestimated her, but she was actually very capable of getting her law degree and becoming a very successful lawyer. I think that's what happened. I've never really watched the movie all the way through, but you just give off a vibe of like Cher from Clueless and the girl Reese Witherspoon, who whatever her character's name was in Legally Blonde. Like, just people underestimate you. I'm not gonna lie. But the vibe that you give off is like people quickly understand that they made the wrong decision by underestimating you, that you're not as naive or as foolish or as inexperienced as they assume that you are. Let's get another energy here and dive deeper. Yeah, that you're more than just a pretty face, a handsome face. Yeah, the vibe that you give off is like you seem kind of shy, kind of coy, kind of like reserved, you know, maybe even a little like not timid, but just kind of like like I don't know. I don't think that's who you really are, but that's a vibe that you give off. But I feel like that's people assuming that you are that way because you aren't like uh overly confident and in everybody's face, so they assume. And maybe you're surrounded by people in your workplace who are all like competing with each other and trying to one up each other and trying to like look like they've got it all together or look like they know it all, and you're not like that. And because you're not like that, they feel like you give off this vibe of insecurity or as like not being capable or confident in your skills, but that's like far from the truth. You just know that you're your own competition. Okay, facts. So let's clear this energy out for pile number 3. What is the overall vibe that my pile number 3s give off at work? Okay, we've got mirror. It says, treat your body like the palace it is. So right away, for some of you, you may be my health nuts, you may be my smoothie drinkers, my vitamin takers, my gym rats, or just somebody who, wears your waist trainer, just somebody who is really into how they look. I'm not going to say you give off a vain vibe, but the overall vibe, the overall juju of the collective at your workplace, they view you as somebody who puts effort into the way that they look. They not view you, but the vibe that you give off to them subconsciously and consciously is that you make people feel good about themselves as well. You may be the type of person that compliments people. Like if you do compliment people, like they really take it to heart. Like they people really value your opinion as well. The vibe you give off is somebody who has very good taste in music and fashion and just like your opinion is valued, what you think is valued as well. You give off a very valuable type of vibe. So based on the way that you dress, maybe you wear your little Michael Kors purse, and you've got your AirPods and your Apple Watch. It's like you just kind of have this like designer type frequency. This is giving like Queen and King of Pentacles vibes. Yeah, whether you wear all of that designer stuff or not, it's just like the vibe that you give off is somebody who has really good taste and who, knows about different topics, who can talk about a variety of things, who lives a very colorful life or has a very colorful wardrobe even, someone who is very like maybe even eclectic in the way that you dress, or even if you have a conservative nature in the way that you present yourself, like the way that you dress, the way that you carry yourself is very impressionable. You make a very good impression on people. You make people feel good. You make people smile. You have a very like a positive, jovial, like a blue, a yellow, or an orange type of aura to you that really makes people feel like they can be themselves around you. Yeah, they don't feel like you're out to get them or that you're competing with them like other people are. Like people really feel like the vibe that you give off is very friendly, very genuine, very kind, very you may listen to your headphones a lot, or you may be distracted a lot, or but I'm hearing it's the little things, like the way that you compliment people, the way that you speak to everyone, like you treat everyone the same. You have this very fair type of energy. I'm getting a very strong air sign energy for this pile as well. So, hey to all of my Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius sun, moon, and risings. I'm picking up on your energy very strongly in this pile. Even if you're not, you just seem like someone who, knows what they're talking about. And like, you're not someone that's hung up on making mistakes. Like you don't beat yourself up, or you don't beat other people up for making mistakes. Like you are very understanding as well. But let's dive a little bit deeper. Tell me a little bit more, Spirit. What vibe does my pile number 3s give off in the workplace? Ooh, put that there. We've got avoidable. Yeah, you give off a vibe of like you don't like conflict. I'm getting that very strong. Like you don't like conflict, you don't like negativity, you don't like gossip. It's something about gossip here too. Like that you don't let me listen. Yeah, even though this says avoidable, like maybe it's like this vibe that you give off is like you don't care to be the center of attention. You don't care to be in everyone's conversation. You don't care to be to know the latest tea or gossip on people. Like you like to see the good in people. You are very again avoidant of conflict, like that you. Yeah, I don't know. You give off a vibe as like again just being friendly with everybody, like not wanting to be the type of person that ruffles feathers, that goes against the grain. Like you kind of give off a goody two shoes type of vibe, and that doesn't have to be a negative thing. Again, I'm picking up on some people at your job that just like they're just negative. And I think they're low key negative because you're positive. You know, it's like they like how the hell you gonna be negative towards somebody that's just trying to be positive? It's ridiculous. You're miserable. But the vibe that you give off as well is like, you know, that saying misery loves company. Like you don't visit with this avoidable. Like you don't visit miserable people. You don't entertain miserable conversations. Like you are a very high vibrational type of person, and you avoid low vibrational situations and people. That's the vibe that you give off. You have a very high vibrational frequency to you. And even if you know, are the like most cutthroat Scorpio or rebellious Aquarius or, you know, just kind of like serious Capricorn, whatever your sign is, it's like you still have this vibe about you that is, let me form this energy into a clear sentence. Like you know what you want and where you're going, and it's like you're tunnel vision. Yeah, you have this tunnel vision vibe about you and this very focused energy. You don't get distracted easily. You manage to keep things together just very seamlessly. You are, yeah, and you're very good at avoiding drama and avoiding low vibrational people and situations. Okay? So, let's dive deeper. How does pal number 3's coworkers view them? How does pal number 3's coworkers view them? Ooh, we've got the Two of Wands. They view you as somebody who's very goal-oriented, someone who's very, you have this very like can-do type of attitude. Yeah, we've got the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck as well. You're very likable. You're very like cookie cutter, very clean cut, very goody two shoes, very, yeah. Let me dive a little bit deeper because this coworker energy is real kind of like, yeah. We got the Four of Pentacles. Your coworkers view you as somebody who is kind of standoffish as well, because I'm seeing how she's kind of like over here. Let me listen because there's something specific with this Two of Wands real quick. Okay, yeah. So for some of you, your coworkers view you as like you're not a team player. Like you are, you can be a team player, but that you really like to do your own thing. Like you don't really care to be included in the conversations at the table in the break room. Like you may be the type of person that goes out for lunch every day or goes to sit in your car. Like you don't yeah, I'm hearing misfit, outcast, like you outcast yourself. This is kind of like a running theme for all of the piles. So if you were drawn to another pile, you may want to watch it for more. messages. But also with this Four of Pentacles, they view you as somebody who is kind of serious, you know, who maybe into things that they're not into. Like, I'm hearing he or she is too smart for their own good. Like, but not in a negative way. Like, they view you as kind of like a smart ass, a know-it-all. Ugh. Who is this? Reveal this person, this coworker. Yeah, we got the Queen of Swords. This is some sort of a female or some sort of a catty male that I'm picking up on within your coworkers. It's like that's where I'm getting this like kind of shady energy from. Yeah. Oh, okay. So for some of you, your coworkers view you as kind of shady, but I feel like you've got some shady coworkers. Yeah. Yeah, and they're really threatened by you with this Seven of Wands. Yeah, for a lot of you, your coworkers are threatened by you. And that's why you get that kind of like wishy-washy, shady energy or shady vibe from them. That's why your spirit, your inner, your gut tells you to avoid them. Yeah, your coworkers think that view you as somebody who avoids them, who who views them as like nothing but drama. Page of Swords, catty, gossipy. Take what resonates, but this is what's coming out right now of how they view you. Seven of Cups. They view you as somebody who doesn't really want anything to do with them, who, you know, some of your coworkers feel like you think that you're better than them because of your title or because like certain things that you're able to do. For some of you, your coworkers wish that they had your position. Like, it's just envious of the position that you have, or it's envious of just the certain level of stoicism that you have, and the just zero F's given type of mentality and attitude that you have. Your coworkers view you as somebody who's kind of unbothered. Literally, we've got the Four of Cups with the Three of Pentacles. Very unbothered. Nine of Pentacles, very kind of like bougie a little bit as well. And again, I'm picking up on this, you know, kind of like pessimistic female at your job, or this catty male coworker that just, again, is the misery that loves company. And this person is hating on you because you don't stroke their ego. There's a coworker that doesn't like you because you don't. It's like the way that they behave, you don't tolerate it, or you don't like conform to it in some way. Yeah, whoever this coworker is that I'm picking up on with this shady energy, they're just kind of like a control freak, and they want everyone to like them, and they want everybody to. Yeah, this person is very deeply insecure. Yeah, but anyway, your coworkers collectively, besides this hater coworker that I'm picking up on, views you as somebody who, you know, may have a lot of irons in the fire, you know, someone who lives a very, again, colorful and busy life, you know, someone who maybe you've got a business on the side, or you're going to school. There's something outside of your job that you do that you're passionate about. Yeah, they view you as someone who's very passionate about like life, who isn't just like, again, miserable and catty and all of these things like that. You've got better things to do. You've got bigger fish to fry. They view you as that type of person that thinks that they're too good to bump elbows with your coworkers. And it's not that, it's just you. Yep, Five of Swords. It's not that you think you're too good for them, but you're too good for the drama. You've been there, done that. Literally, we've got Temperance here. Yeah, like you're just not in the mood for it. You don't have time for it. Low tolerance. Ace of Wands. Like, yeah, that you just focus on yourself, that you do your own thing. And they feel like your coworkers view you as somebody who is selfish. Like, you just look out for yourself. Like, you don't, again, like you don't want to be a part of the team, or you don't want to be a part of the clique, that you're always just listening to your headphones or in your phone or just to yourself. You know, again, you have the right to do that because you kind of know how these people are. Take what resonates on this, but this is the storyline I'm getting. But yeah, for a lot of you, your coworkers just view you as somebody who is in their own world a lot, and it bothers some of them, but I don't see why, because they need to get them some business. Okay. Let's dive deeper. So now that we know how your coworkers view you, And that hater of a coworker views you. How does your boss view you? Ooh, nice. We've got the Knight of Wands. So, oh, Three of Cups. Yeah, your boss likes you. Queen of Swords. Oh, so for some of you, this hater of a coworker, that's your, okay, for some of you, because the Queen of Swords is popping out again. This hater type of energy is a boss or some sort of a superior, somebody that is over you or in a higher position than yours in some way, or may have been there for a long time or whatever. But nonetheless, your boss. Let's tune into them. Your boss views you as somebody who is very confident, who is not afraid to try new things, who's not afraid to like put yourself out there, who you just have this energy about you, like you have again, I'm getting this can-do type of attitude, this upbeat type of energy. You face problems head on. You're not afraid of a challenge. Yeah. Your boss, for a lot of you guys, pile number 3, they view you as like someone who is like similar to them, like someone who's very ambitious, someone who reminds them a lot of themselves, you know, someone who, you know, thrives on a challenge, who, again, who doesn't shy away from challenges, but who also doesn't seek them out as well. Like, as someone who knows how to deal with conflict, who knows how to I don't know, your boss feels like they can trust you to handle things when they're not around, or they can trust you to handle yourself. Like, you have really good composure. And for some of you, your boss notices this dynamic between you and your coworkers, of you kind of like rathering to work alone, or work solo, or just kind of at a distance from them. And they don't mind it. Your boss understands it. They think that it works for you. Yeah. Your boss also thinks that you have like a very unique and I can't think of the word right now, but and you have, okay, your boss views you as an individual, as someone who is not afraid to be your own unique self. And they feel like you have this unique approach to how you get your job done. Your boss views you as someone who's very productive as well, who you know, it's kind of like a whistle while you work type of energy. Like, you're not the type of person that comes to work in a bad mood all the time. Like, and I think your boss really appreciates your high energy, your high vibrational type of frequency. Your boss appreciates you, and they appreciate the energy that you bring, and the level of commitment that you dedicate to the work that you do, whether it seems trivial or not. Like, you are someone who takes pride in everything that you do, and who doesn't walk around with a chip on your shoulder, you know. And again, it's something about your confidence. Your boss really likes your level of confidence just as a person, or in how you get your work done, and what you do. Like, your boss feels like you represent them well. For some of you, you know, they wish that you would get your attendance together and only take what resonates with that. But they're kind of used to it by now. You know, if you're like 5 minutes late, whatever, they kind of feel like that's just how Shaniqua is. That's how Becky Sue is. That's how Joshua is. That's how Jamal is. You know, they understand you. They understand that, you know, you are the type that is not afraid to hit the ground running, but sometimes you can kind of run yourself into the ground. They view you as somebody who, like, you know, maybe you don't take a lot of, or okay, for some of you, your boss views you as someone who takes a lot of breaks. And for others of you, they view you as somebody who doesn't take breaks at all. Like, it's just kind of like a go type of energy. You know, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the DISC personality profile test, where you learn if you're a D, a I, a S, or a C, but you give off like a D type of energy. This is like you give off like an alpha female, a alpha alpha female, alpha male type of energy to your boss. A D type of personality. You can do your research on that, but like a type A type of personality. That's how your boss views you, and they like it. They like it. And they notice that, you know, maybe some coworkers don't like it, but that's on them. Yeah, for some of you, your boss notices that you've got some haters. Maybe some of these haters, some of these coworkers have talked to your boss to try to throw you under the bus, but your boss really isn't hearing it. Like, they see your work, they see how you are, and they're not feeling it. They don't care what other people have to say. They think highly of you. Yeah, and you can kind of do no wrong, but you do be doing wrong sometimes for some of y'all, like with y'all lateness and with y'all errors that y'all be making. But it's like your boss is like, that's just Shaniqua, that's just Becky Sue. You know, they'll fix it, they'll correct it. Yeah, we got the Three of Pentacles. Like, they trust you to get the job done, but they know that you may make some mistakes. They know you may be a little late. You know, you may take an extra break, or you may like overwork yourself and need a day off, but they trust that you have good intentions, and that when you show up, you're going to show up with some good energy. I love that, pile number 3. Can we be friends? Y'all sound a lot like me. Okay, so for those of you that may be thinking about changing your job, if you got an interview scheduled soon, or if you just want to know how people view you when they interview you, let's see. How do potential employers view my pile number 3? My voice is going out. How do potential employers view my pile number 3? We've got the Two of Pentacles. Let me listen. They view you as a very good multitasker, as someone who can learn things easily and quickly. They view you as somebody who, again, has, much like other piles, has a very upbeat type of personality, who doesn't get like rattled easily, especially, you know, like in interviews when they may ask you questions that may, like other people, it may like they may stumble on it, or they may not have a good response to it. Like, I don't know, you guys have very like natural interviewing skills. Yeah, we've got this Two of Wands popping up again with the Hierophant. So you guys like are kind of like off the cuff with it. You know, you guys are kind of candid as well. You have this kind of like realist, logical, methodical type of energy that you come off as when people interview you. Like, they notice how like, you don't seem like you sat in your car and practiced what your responses are going to be. You seem like the type that is okay with coming in and just like hearing the questions and answering them the best that you can, and being like, okay, if y'all want to hire me, y'all want to hire me. But if not, I'll find another job. Like, you have this kind of like, yeah, very down to earth nature to you, this very relaxed type of nature to you. You know, you don't seem like you struggle with like nervousness or anxiety. Even if you do, you don't come off as that. So I hope you are happy to hear that, because you guys don't come off as nervous at all when you interview with people. They view you as somebody who is like, you know, it's just genuinely answering the questions to the best of your ability, and not trying to like make things up as you go. Like, yeah, they view you as someone who's honest, and someone who is willing to learn new things. Yeah, I did all that shuffling, and here we are with this Two of Wands. So they view you much like your coworkers view you, in the positive sense of being like a go-getter, a self-starter, someone who is not afraid to take charge, someone who is not afraid to step outside of the box and try a unique approach to get things done. Again, yeah, I love that. Okay. So let's keep moving forward. What are the messages at this time for my pile number 3 when it comes to their career? In their workplace as well. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting a little tired, so bear with me. Okay. So what are the messages at this time for my pile number 3 when it comes to their career? Oh, wow. We literally have success. It says, today is a really good day. You're in the flow. Problems are solved quickly and easily. Helpful people show up for you, and unexpected gifts fall into your lap. Spirit is reminding you, or just, I'm just going to say it. It's reminding you that you are on the path to success. Even if that path is filled, that road is filled with a lot of like potholes and, construction. You're on the road to success. Yes, we've got the card of decision here. It says sometimes the best decision is no decision at all. Yes, Spirit is wanting you to know as well with this message of authenticity. It says live life for you, not the audience in your head. That, I don't know, I feel like Spirit, the message to Spirit, to you from Spirit at this time is that, like, success is a part of your life path. It's a part of your destiny. You decide what that looks like, how you build that. Like, and I feel like wherever you are right now is a stepping stone to your success. It truly is. I feel like that's just flat out what Spirit is telling you. Wherever you are is a stepping stone to your success. Something better, something new, something that is more fruitful and abundant is in the cards for you, is on this path that you're on for you. Keep moving forward. You're on the right path. You're where you need to be. And soon the stars will align for you in a way that brings more. I feel like this success is talking about like money and finances and things like that. Like, you guys are, if you're not already on the career path that you're meant to be on, you will soon be on that path. It says release your expectation and be open to surprise. Spirit is wanting you to know that new doors are going to open for you, and when they do, have faith that they're opening to lead you to more success, to lead you to more abundance. Don't like close those doors out of fear of trying something new. Literally, we've got action. Now, for all of you, you won't be changing your career, you won't be whatever, what have you, but I feel like this is talking more so on a financial level for you guys, Pile 3. Like, Spirit is letting you know that more money is coming for you guys. I'm just getting that very strongly. It says baby steps are still steps, and they're better than standing still. You guys are on the road to success, even if it feels like you're in traffic, even if it feels like you got some drama going on around you, you're still on the road to success and abundance. It doesn't have to mean you're as rich as Bill Gates, but more money is on its way to you. I see you guys are going to be making more money soon, whether it be changing jobs, getting a second job, your business taking off, whatever. More money is going to be fizzling into your life, manifesting into your life. You are manifesting more money at this time, whether you need it or not. This is what Spirit is telling you. All right, tell me a little bit more. What are the messages to pile number 3 when it comes to their career and their finances and their workplace? Just all that jazz. Give me one card. We've got be effing grateful. It says, ish could be so much worse. Yeah, Spirit wants you to focus on the bright side. Stay focused on the positive. Yeah, continue being positive. And again, continue moving forward despite negativity that could be going on around you, you know, on a personal level, whatever it is for you. Tell me a little. Oh, literally, we've got the money card. Hold up. Where did it go? There it is. We've got the money card. On the back, it literally says, make it rain. I'm telling you, if you guys are worrying about money, if you guys are, you know, making some plans to be more lucrative and financially abundant, you're on the right path. It's going to work out. But on a big level, I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you there's something that you're planning, because that 2 of Wands kept popping out like over and over and over again. There's something that you're planning, and it's going to be successful if you stick with it. For some of you, that's that business. For some of you, it's getting that degree. It's whatever it is for you that you're planning to do that will help boost your income, or just for you to have more money. Go for it. Wow. It says you are talented and effing amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb-ish. I love this deck. Oh, wow. Let me see what else is here. Give me one more, because I feel like there's another one. Yeah, there's something that you're planning. Spirit is telling you, go for it. It's going to be successful. For some of you, it actually has to do with your career. But for a lot of you, it's just like a plan that you have to level up financially. And Spirit is saying, go for it. Go for it. We support it. Go for it. And with this, be effing grateful. Like, your future self is going to thank you for doing it. Yeah, don't be complacent. Yeah, we got don't effing force it. Like, don't limit yourself to just one stream of income. If you guys have an idea of something you could do to bring more income, go for it. Literally, much like another pile, we've got fear. All right, so for those of you that may be dealing with some toxicity in your work environment, or just need a little bit more clarity and direction when it comes to your career and finances, let's see, Spirit, what crystal could they get to help them have more clarity, direction, freedom, and peace in their career and finances? Ooh, we've got malachite. It says, who needs it? The overflowing in creativity, but lacking in follow through. All right. And then it says when to use it. It says when the concrete jungle has you disconnected from the earth beneath it. When you just, what? When you just got to have the money, the power, and all the glory. Come at it with a heavy, what the hell is it saying? Hold on, wait a minute. Sometimes I really hate this deck because it's so, ugh, it's so wordy. Like, just speak straight. Anyway, let me start over. It says when the concrete jungle has you disconnected from the earth beneath it, when you've just got to have the money, the power, and all the glory, come at it with a heart forward, sustainable energy, courtesy of malachite. That is the dumbest way of saying something ever. Anyway, the message here is claim your success with this malachite. So malachite, if you invest in that, it's going to help you to like get over some sort of fear of failure, or some fear, whatever fears that you have that may be causing blockages for you financially, especially like some subconscious fears that you have that are standing in the way of your success. Thank you for clarifying for me, Spirit. Malachite can help you to break through some subconscious fears and doubts that you have about yourself and about your life and your goals, and help you to think more positively about them and to feel more encouraged and motivated to go after them. And also, a lot of you guys, you may want to invest in lepidolite as well. I personally, it's one of my favorites, especially if you have anxiety, or if you have like an environment where it's very dog eat dog, every man for himself. Get you a little tumbled stone of lepidolite, and it'll help balance out everyone's emotions in your workplace. Hell, even if you work from home, put that by your phone, baby, so them people calling won't be sending you all that negative juju. All right? Lepidolite and malachite can help you guys at this time if you're interested, okay? So, tell me a little bit more, Spirit. What are the current messages for Pal 3 when it comes to their career? Ooh. So, we've actually got the message of self-love. It says, now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your body, your mind, and your soul. Spirit is just reminding you simply with this message of self-love to take care of yourself, to treat yourself a little bit. A lot of you guys are working hard and you're just paying bills. Like, treat yourself, baby. Treat yourself. Yeah, and give back to yourself. Like think of a way that you can refill your cup, that you can recharge, that you can, just really go love on yourself. And I don't know, much like another pile, it's just Spirit is really being like real basic with the energy today, and just basically reminding all of us to, like, you're not here to just make a paycheck and pay bills and die. Like, live your life more in color, like you're supposed to, like you want to. Like, I don't know, Spirit is reminding you not to lose yourself in the pursuit of material things. Remember to be in the world, but not of the world. Continue to stay rooted in your spirituality. For those of you that have a strong tie to that, and whether it means like you meditating, whatever it is that your spiritual practices that you may have put on the back burner, as you've pursued material things or career goals or whatever. Like, Spirit is wanting you to balance your life out with more spirituality, or just with more self-care. Spirit wants you to take better care of yourself, and again, to not be, you know, to set some self-love goals as well, not just financial goals, not just career ladder goals and 10-year and 5-year goals. Like, set some goals for like how you want to feel, how you want to improve on a you type of level. How the Spirit wants you to focus on improving your self-love, not just the balance in your bank account. Spirit wants you, again, with this self-love, it's also Spirit reminding you of like happiness, the pursuit of happiness. Don't forget to pursue happiness. Thank you, Spirit. You're so cute. Don't forget to pursue happiness, not just the paycheck, baby. We've also got the message of choices. It says, when you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. Spirit is wanting you to, you know, kind of slow down and not make as many impulsive decisions, or, you know, just kind of take your time when it comes to making decisions. Yeah. And to know that you, for a lot of you guys, you may have like a big decision to make when it comes to your career and your finances, so choose wisely. For a lot of you, you're soon going to be coming up on some sort of a crossroad when it comes to your career. So again, choose wisely and choose from the heart with that self-love. And not based on fear. Yeah. And just on a financial level as well, Spirit is wanting you guys to like think bigger. Don't think small. Don't, you know, if you feel limited, break through those limitations by making decisions that free you financially. Like, again, much like I said to another pile. So you may want to watch, if you were drawn to another one specifically, I definitely say watch it. But there was another pile that I explained that they need to you know, basically do what's best for them. If it's a problem, if you're not making enough money, if something isn't working out, do something about it. That is what Spirit is reminding you guys to do. Again, pursue happiness, not just the paycheck. All right, so before we close this out with a final career or message of advice about your career, Pile 3, like the video if you enjoyed it. That way it can be passed around to other people that need messages about their careers. And subscribe if you haven't already. That way you can be notified when I drop new content. And if you want to binge watch my readings, you can do so by clicking the live and shorts tab on the channel, okay? So Pile 3, I cleared the energy for Pile 3 Spirit. What is your final message of advice to Pile 3 when it comes to their career and their finances right now? I'm going to pull another one, but for some of you, we've got the Spirit Totem of Gorilla. So look that up for more intuitive insight. But it says, take time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. I feel like, again, there is just this ancestral spirit guide energy that is popping out today for a lot of these piles. But nonetheless, like, I feel like this is kind of like I'm picking up on the energy of your future self. Yeah, I feel like your future self is communicating to you about things that you may be settling in. Like, your future self is saying you are capable of doing more. Like, I don't know. I feel like your future self went through an experience where you settled for years and years and years, and it took you a while to really know your worth, to really have the courage and the confidence to go for more, to have more, because maybe no one was pushing you, or maybe you don't have a lot of support, or whatever, what have you. But your future self, I'm picking up on that with this, and it's telling you to aim more. Even if you feel like you won't make it, at least you'll be further than where you are now. And maybe you're at a good place right now, but your future self wants you to continue striving for more, because that's just what you deserve, more. And that's just what you'll get, more. There's nothing wrong with wanting more out of life. Aim higher. And for a lot of you guys, your future self is telling you, stop trying to wait on the perfect time or the right time to do things, whether it's about your career, your finances, or anything in general. Like, Have more faith in yourself and go for things when you want them. Stop waiting for the perfect time. So for some of you, Spirit specifically wants you to know that about your career. Like they want you to go for that career that you want. Don't settle for what you're currently doing if you're not already doing something that's fulfilling. There's no need for that. Okay. I'm going to pull another one from this deck before we get the other deck. Give me another message, Spirit, of advice for Pile 3 when it comes to their career. Ooh, we've got camel. You may want to look up that animal totem message as well. Oh, excuse me. It says, trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you. Yeah, I'm telling you, more money is coming. And for a lot of you, we've got this message of the tiger. It says, you're being called upon to provide leadership. So trust that you're capable of doing so. So for a lot of you that are on the job hunt, you're going to find something. It ain't going to happen overnight. So you need to, be, persevering and keep moving forward despite adversity. But for a lot of you guys, like, you're meant to be in a leadership position. You're meant to, and again, a leadership position doesn't just have to be a manager or a supervisor. It could be like a teacher. It can be a lawyer. It can be all types of fields. But for a lot of you guys, Spirit is reminding you of your potential in your career and to not sleep on your potential, to stop sleeping on yourself, to answer your calling, your career calling. And if you don't know what it is, seek it. Okay? All right. What is the final message of advice for my pile number 3s when it comes to their career? It says, make a wish, baby. It says, this is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. What you want wants you, pile number 2. You just got to have the courage to dream big. We've got the message of dream big. It says, let go of small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding. What did we have out here up first? Success. You are on the road to success. More money is coming y'all's way, whether you feel like you need it or not. But I don't know who would turn down some money, no matter how much money they got, okay? But anyway, pile number 3, I've got to go now. But I do want to thank you for watching, and I hope that this reading helped you. I hope it encouraged you to aim higher in your career and to, keep going after those money goals. But I hope it also reminded you of what Spirit wants you to know. And that is to be in the world, but not of it, honey. And to, pursue happiness just as much as you pursue material things. And that's where the true peace and fulfillment comes from, okay? But watch another pile if you feel drawn to it. And I send you lots of light, peace, love, and prosperity as you go. Bye, pile 3.